Welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am, as always, Mr. Randy. And here today, again, we are with a full episode, a full review episode. I keep getting those things twisted up. Is that the way the rest of this video is going to go? Going to start talking like Yoda? Charter of the old it is. It is not 8 years statement. There is no age statement. Old number 8 brand. We'll get into that in just a minute. But if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. Come on in. Get careful. Get careful. See, I'm all out of sorts today. What is going on? Boy, are we going to have some fun with this one. Okay. If you're new to the channel, come on in. Get comfortable. We're going to have a great time. All my returning viewers can tell you. Oh boy, here we go. So here we are, part 2, full review. Halfway through the bottle, I stop. Hopefully I can stop. Then we're going to give this, whatever's left in the bottle, some time to think about itself and then come back. If you let it go and it comes back, it loves you. If you drink it all, you love it. Part 1, up here, off the rip. I bring the bottle home, get it in the glass, have my first impressions, and share it with you because that's what I do, baby. All right, third part, all the way down here. Part 3 is called The Final Pour, thusly named The Final Pour in the glass. We compare the final pour to the first pour and everything in between. Today we are talking about the Old Charter, Old number 8 brand. Now, very much interesting, I have for you the info. That was intentional. Old Charter. I've heard this name spoken a few times before, especially on the Bourbon Junkies. Saw this, saw the price, said, you know what? I need to put a bourbon on the channel. It has been a little bit since I had a bourbon. The last one I had, I think, was the Heaven Hill, and that was not disappointing. It also came off of the lips of the Bourbon Junkies. So this is non-age stated. This was initiated in 1874, the Old Charter. They use white oak. Now, here's the thing. This is a Sazerac product. I'm going to get you to the bottle in just a moment. This is a Sazerac product bought by Sazerac, then began being made out of the Buffalo Trace Distillery. They do use the Buffalo Trace Mash Bill number 1, and that's what they state. Now, in 2014, they stopped making the Old Charter 8 an 8-year stated. And they just kind of modified it a little bit, I guess, put that brand up there. People will still buy it because they think it's 8 years. It's actually not. It's at least 4 years old. Some people say it's, if it was 6 years or older, people are saying it's probably definitely less than 6. Some people say it's between 4 and 6. They use a sort of mixture of older barrels and younger barrels. So let's go ahead and get a look at that bottle. It's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, distilled, aged, and bottled by Old Charter Distillery, Louisville, Kentucky. Now, the information I got online says that it's a Sazerac product, and it's done out of Buffalo Trace Distillery. I'm trying to see if I can't. www.bourbonwhiskey.com, Old Charter at bourbonwhiskey.com. Okay, let's get a pour on, shall we? Definitely surprised by this one. I wasn't expecting very much. As you can see, it's a light. It's a little bit on the lighter side, so you know it's definitely not pushing past 6 years. Viscosity on the glass might take just a moment. And while we do that, let's go ahead and break out Mr. Randy's handy dandy whiskey color scale. Off camera, I'm going to try and nail this down. Looks like a burnt amber to me. I know it might even slip into that Cortado sherry down there. I do know. Yes, I know. Where's the E? Where's the E? Anywho, there it is. Let's go ahead and see if we got a viscosity going on here. What do we got? Sometimes. All right, I'm not going to start singing, I promise you. On the nose. Definitely smells like a Buffalo Trace product. It also kind of smells like something else. It smells like, mainly I'm getting Buffalo Trace. There's something else. There's like on the high end, there's like a odd, odd character. I can't nail it. It's like, I want to say it's candy, like those dry, like those dry candies. Not like the necklace, those candy necklaces. God, those are horrible. Especially in the summer, you get sweaty and they melty, and you still eat them anyways. I know you did. I did. Yeah, so there's Buffalo Trace and something else. I think whatever it is I can't nail down is part of that something else section. So Mr. Randy paid just under $17 out the door for this standard 750, which I find to be relatively, I was going to say average, but the one store I bought this from, it was under 17 out the door. Most places it's closer to 20. It is only a 40%, which is an 80 proof. It's got a nice nose. It's very, like, that one part that I can't nail down, I'm trying to forget it and just focus on the Buffalo Trace. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. We're talking too much. Yeah. Let me get a better one. I'm sorry. Like I said, I underestimated this. Now, there's a lot going on, and the flavor profile is sweet. It's very much a Buffalo Trace. It's only 80% or 80 proof. It's not bad. It's really good. If you are a person who really wants to get into bourbon, really wants to like bourbon, and the Buffalo Trace may be a little too much for you, like the 90 proof and stuff, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, that Buffalo Trace namesake, that signature line, I think, didn't they have like one that was less at one point and then they bumped it up? I do remember seeing two different proofs on two different bottles. And they were not special store picks or anything like that. They were just normal bottles with two different proof points. I think it was by five points off from them. It's got a very nice nose. Like I said, there's Buffalo Trace and then there's something else. It's like throwing me off. The palate is definitely Buffalo Trace. It just seems like it's a little turned down. Maybe by a notch to two notches from a regular Buffalo Trace. There is a little something that's off to it. I think maybe that's something special they did, or maybe it's just because it comes that way because it's 80 proof. I don't know. Couldn't get a lot of information off of this. Other than that, I got a lot more information off this bottle than I did a lot of other things. It doesn't say whether or not it's color added or anything of that nature. All I got was the whole age thing, the whole number 8 thing. Let's go ahead and get a finish on this. Yeah. The finish seems like it starts off really light, really mellow. You might find that appealing. For those who are not proof hounds and don't want their faces burned off, so they can enjoy the second pour, this probably might be right up your alley. Flavor profiles come in mild and quickly trail off. Effects sort of come in a little bit after that. Now the whole mouth seems to be a 1 on the 5 scale of tingling. The tongue gets most of it. The heat building up on the back is, I want to put it roughly like at a 2, at least a 2, but not quite the 3. Let's put a score on it. It is a sub $20 bottle of Buffalo Trace with a lower proof, no age stated, white oak barrels. It is a Sazerac product. I'm gonna give it a solid 3 out of 5. You know what? I never did say whether or not I got the pencil eraser. I think there might be just enough in there. No, I'm not getting pencil eraser. No, I'm not getting pencil eraser at all. There's still a little. didn't want to leave that last bit in there. There it is. I'm going to give it a solid 3 out of 5. Yeah, I'll give it a solid 3 out of 5. My fair price, I'd probably like to see it a little more towards the $15 out the door. You know, just a few dollars off. If I were to find this on sale for less than $15, I probably still wouldn't buy it. So much more out there to be had and tried. I don't think I'll come back to this one again. I mean, who knows? I won't intentionally seek it out. But let's say there's a liquidation sale and this is a sub $10 bottle. Yes, sir. Definitely going to pick one up for that and put it in my stash. It's definitely good for under 10. 15 is kind of pushing it, but no, sorry. Closer to 20, definitely not going to go for that again at 20. Well, there it is. Here we just hit the 11 minute mark. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. It turned out to be a good one.